What's up, YouTube? Dirtman Outdoors coming at you. So got a good one here. Old Facebook Marketplace find. It's a John Deere 5203 with the 512 loader. $10,000. Can we fix it? And was it worth it? It's in pretty good shape. It's got, let's step up here and see, 740 hours. It's a pretty nice little tractor. The issue it has is the hydraulics. So the guy said his son-in-law borrowed it. For some reason it was low on hydraulic oil. I haven't seen anywhere where it's leaking. I'm sure I'll find that. There is a little wet spot there, but I believe that's from grease. I don't know. It's one of those things, whenever you see it, you better jump or somebody else is gonna get it. I mean, I would say you could get from anywhere from 15 to 20,000 for it. And if it ends up being that, which is the hydraulic pump, that looks like a pretty easy change. I mean, it's packed in there kind of tight, but at least you can get to it. So we're gonna find out, but I'll crank it up here and kind of show you what it's doing. The loader will still lift. It's just, it took it a while to get it up high enough to be able to get it on the trailer. It's almost like it's surging. So he said that he already changed the filter and tried that, and they weren't looking to pay to have it fixed or anything, so they put it on the chopping block, sent it on down the road. It's in really good shape for what it is. We're gonna see if we can't fix it, and I don't know, it'd be tempting to sell it, but I'm probably just gonna keep it. So let's fire it up, see what it does. maybe that's high enough that we can get it off the trailer. Oh. Try to do a little something there. Basically, if you sit here long enough, you can get it to keep going up. But it only does it once in a while. So I mean, hopefully a new pump and it'll be good to go. But I think I got it high enough I can get over the jack. Let's back it off here. See, I can hear it whining again, like it's surging. It only does it once every so often. It's kind of weird. One thing about it, you don't have any power steering without hydraulics. I'm sure you've seen it, it raised up. You can kind of hear it start whining, and then you hit it like the pump kicks in for a second. It's kind of weird. Usually either you got it or it's light. Might help if I push the clutch in. Let's put it in park here. But typically either you have it or you don't. I mean, I've had one before that the hydraulics were really weak and you know, they wouldn't go up, just slow. So, but I don't think I got hurt too bad on it. I mean, the loader's worth, I think I seen online there was one selling for $5 grand, maybe a little more. So it's in pretty good shape. Tires are good, very clean. What I've seen online, this was like a lower tier model. It was made in India, and hardly anything's made in the USA anymore, so what do you expect? They've been pretty hard on this bucket. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it's got a little bow to it, and somebody done a nice patch job. They must have ripped it. And that's not much of a cutting edge. It's blunt. Not really worried about that. We got plenty of stuff to cut with. So, but anyways, there she is. Another project. My wife probably thinks I'm crazy. I love dragging stuff home that has problems and figure out how to fix them. That's this motor grader here. It was another marketplace find. Should have done a video on this. My GoPro was broken at the time, but farmer had it. It had sat for about 3 years since he used it. And I said, well, when can I come look at it? Long story short, they hadn't got it running yet. And the boy told me, well, when we get it running, we'll let you know. And I figured they had several people interested in it. I said, well, what's it need? And he said, we got to get a battery and this, that, and the other. I'll get a battery and I'll be there in the morning. How about that? And got there, it would crank up, but it wouldn't run very long. And we determined it wasn't getting enough fuel. So, dumped some money in it, rebuilt the injection pump, new injectors, rebuilt radiator. That was expensive. It's one of those deals, he said a couple $100. And then it got as close to $1 grand as you could get before he was done with it. He said it was so bad when he got started, he basically rebuilt it. He's like, you won't find one like it anywhere else. And, well, I was thinking if it got too bad, we could put a radiator out of a Honda Accord in it. It'd be a lot cheaper, but that's all over with. But this thing, it says it's a cat, but it's not. Caterpillar did not make a grader this small. There's several of them, like a Alice, I forget the other names. New Idea, no, not New Idea. Blademore and something else. But anyways, I have looked at all those and put this on a forum on Facebook, whatever you call it, one of those heavy equipment, antique equipment. And there were several guys that, you know, said they thought it was this, thought it was that. None of them look like it. So it does have a white engine on it. But yeah, we got it going. Probably going to need to replace all these hoses. They're in pretty rough shape, but I'm going to replace them as they blow, because If I replaced all of those, that would be a job, which don't get me wrong, it needs to be done, but I'm not trying to do it right now. But got a little sidetracked with that, but this is a cool little unit. I'm pretty sure it's homemade. I could be wrong, but somebody did a heck of a job with it. And I mean, it's pretty simple. Your controls, your engine, high and low, or front and rear, whatever. You know, hydraulic drive motors. It's like a chain or something in there. And there's really nothing else here. This is a horn. And this steering wheel, which isn't really, you know, you can spin it all day long. It's just a hydraulic steering, so. But it articulates. I don't know what you call it, but it leans, and you can shift the blade to the side, angle it, tilt it, roll it. Pretty neat little unit. One day I'll get a job that I need it, and I'll figure out how to run it. I played around with it out here, cut a ditch down through here, and kind of bladed up the driveway. I've never really run a motor grader, so. But yeah, sidetracked again. John Deere 5203. We'll tinker with it, and we'll bring y'all along and see if we can't fix it. What's up, y'all? So got to messing with this thing and found the oil's really milky, which that ain't a good representation compared to the other two buckets. Oil is really milky, and as soon as I seen that, I was like, all right, we need to check the pump screen. Came around here, pump screen. I don't know if you can see in there, still some milky oil in it, so I'm gonna have to change it again. But this thing was covered in gunk, so I'm gonna put this in, put 10 gallons of oil in it, and we're gonna give it a shot. And then once, if that fixes it, once we run it a while, I'll get a new one of these, a new filter, and change it again to get that milky oil out. So kind of see how it goes. Hopefully that fixes the problem though. Alright, so it might take it a second to build some pressure. We're going to see what it'll do. Well, there you have it. This old boy I bought this from be disappointed to know you just changed some oil and some filters and back in business. $10,000 tractor. We fixed it. Might have had, I don't know, $200 in oil and stuff. So I'm gonna run it a little while. We put the cheap Napa brand in it just to suck the water out. Change it again, get some new filters, get a new pump screen, and put some high guard in it. Run it. Y'all take care.